Hello, this is Chaorui Wang&Hao Quan. Here we are presenting our final project on machine learning, predicting the winning rate of NBA teams in the new regular season. National Basketball Association, namely NBA, a men's professional basketball league in the North America, composed of 30 teams, 29 in the United States and 1 in Canada. With its recent vast development, the influence of NBA has trespassed its border and have countless of fans all around the world. And suddenly, like other popular sports, such as soccer and boxing, more and more people start to bet on game winning in NBA, especially when it comes to the postseason games and the finals. Therefore, it becomes interesting that we wish to see what kinds of new perspectives of the games machine learning method would bring to us. The best way to predict the winning rate of one single team is to watch all the previous games of that team and to pay attention to all the statistics like scores, rebounds, assists, and etc. However, it is impossible for one to do that all. Luckily, there are two new types of data, plus or minus and total PR, player efficiency rating, created by data scientists in recent years, which would give a decent prediction of winning rate of a team. Therefore, the main goal of this project is to use machine learning methods to predict winning rate of one single team in a regular season, based on the plus or minus and total PR.
The dataset we use is from the website www.basketballreference.com. On this website, every season we have all kinds of data of players, including almost all kinds of advanced ones. So in this project, we focus on the minute play of players and the PER and the box plus and minus, which is BPM of each player.
So now the question is, can we predict the winning rate of a team depending solely on plus or minus and total PR?
Because our target is predict the winning rate of different teams in the future seasons, and the winning rate is based on two variables of team PR and team box plus minus. So the main machine learning algorithm we thought about is linear regression with multiple variables. And because we are taking advantage of vectors, so we will use NumPy packages as well. Of course, we will use batch gradient descent and mini batch gradient descent. So our first problem is, how do we pre-processing the data? The data online has information of all player stats in a specific year. So first, because the data online is pretty raw and it has redundant parts, we just manually copy them into TXT files, which takes really long time. Then we observed that each data of player has a feature of team abbreviation. So in that specific year, we group these players together. And now we have in this specific year a specific team of a group of players. So next we sort them by the time they played from high to low and choose the very first 12 players in that team. Because in NBA rosters, it is usually of size 12. So now we can calculate the total PR and plus and minus for each team in different years, just based on the 12 players we've just sorted. And finally, don't forget to format the PR, PM, and the winning rate into vectors so that we can deal with them more easily.
We'll use the data of 30 teams from 10 past seasons as the training sets. In other words, there are 30 times 10 which is equal to 300 data points. And we use the data of season 2018 as the test sets.
So after running our algorithm and feeding our data, we got this result table. And we can see from these pictures that the prediction is not bad. Like, for example, for Pistons, the prediction win rate is around 47.53, and the actual winning rate is also 47.56. So it's really close. And for most of team win rate, the difference between prediction and actual win rate is almost around 8 or 9%, is within 8 or 9%, except for Celtics, because of their super leadership of their coach Stevens. So here are our conclusions. First, our model is obviously based on small data sets using simple algorithm, but behind that we are actually also dealing with huge preprocessing of data. Why our data set is small is because the information of NBA are really rare online and none of them are actually downloadable. So we have to copy and paste them and then categorize them and then calculate everything. And for our model, just from the result, it works quite effectively, which is really surprising. Just based on that kind of small data set and using this simple linear regression. So 2 points here. First, machine learning algorithms are actually powerful, even though the algorithm is simple, data set is small, but it can work. Second, we are actually taking advantage of PR and PM stats, which are also called advanced stats because they are based on much higher dimensional linear regression as well. And we are based on them so we can reach the good result more easily. And there are also some disadvantages of our model, of course. First, small data set, then we don't take factor of leadership into account, and then our model is based on PR and PM, but we don't actually make prediction for them, and the prediction is very overall but not detailed into games, like games between two opponents. So we can think of improvements, like we can make predictions on PR and PM in the future, or we can make more kinds of data, and we can of course enlarge our dataset as well, and we can make it more interesting, like adding win or lose prediction between two teams, or like predict the stats of a specific players in the future. So this is the basic description of our project. Thank you for watching.